So Angelina wants to show you her outfit today. What did you want to show them about it?
The mermaid stuff.
The mermaid stuff. So she's dressed as Ariel, the mermaid today. There's her mermaid costume. She has fins and shells.
And
What?
I'm dirty.
Oh, what's dirty? Oh yeah, she got her shirt dirty. She has some stains there. She was eating food. It had spaghetti sauce, and she got it on her shirt.
Yeah, it was pretty yummy.
All right, time for speed cubing. Today we're going to talk about step 5.
Yeah!
For step 5, you should have already completed step 4. And for step 4, you should have ended with a cube that has all white on the bottom and 2 rows of each color except for yellow. So you should have your 2 cool colors. You should have 2 rows of blue, 2 rows of green, and you should have your 2 warm colors, 2 rows of your warm colors, orange and red. So if you have all of that, you are ready for step 5. All right, when you're done with step 5, you're going to basically still have the same thing, but the difference is, so you still have your white, you still have your 2 cool colors, and you still have your 2 warm colors, but the difference is you're also going to end with a yellow plus sign on top. So you'll take a cube that does not have a yellow plus sign on top, but all the other elements, and you're going to turn it to a cube that does have a yellow plus sign on top and all the other elements. And
Do you want to switch this?
okay, so I'll show you on the slow cube because Angelina really wants to use the fast cube right now. We're going to talk about the algorithm for step 5. So I drew 2 different diagrams, and the 2 different diagrams represent 2 different orientations that you need to pay attention to when you're looking at your cube. This is the top orientation, meaning the top of your cube, which is now yellow. Before the top of your cube was white, the top of your cube is now yellow. So when I look at this chart, I'm looking to see how it matches with the top of my cube. The yellow face of my cube matches with this.
Wait, it matches the L.
Angelina's going to show you where hers is. Does yours match with this one? Do you have at least a yellow piece in the middle? So you do have a yellow piece in the middle, but
it's an L.
She has a backwards L. So right now, her cube is at the backwards L phase of this algorithm. So you can see there's that middle piece. It has a piece above it, and it has a piece off to the left.
And
she
you
has
have
an L.
it.
I do have that as well. So you can see on my cube, if it's turned like this, you might think, oh, I don't have a backwards L. Just keep turning your cube. Look, it's not there. That's a forward L. We were looking for a backwards L. Like this.
Really?
Yeah, so my cube has a backwards L now. It's in the correct orientation. So if it looks like this, that's the correct orientation. If it looks like this, this is not the correct orientation. We want to have it in the top left corner of your cube. If I look at the cube that Angelina is going to be using, it's okay that there's an extra yellow piece. That's totally fine as long as we have this backward L shape. Now, you might also have a cube that looks like this, all yellow across the middle, or you might have a yellow plus sign. And if you have a yellow plus sign already, plus those other elements that we talked about, like for example in this one, then that means you don't need to complete step 5 because you've already reached that goal. The reason why you see these arrows here is if you had this shape, if you saw this with your cube where you only have that middle yellow piece, you're going to complete the algorithm, this 6-step algorithm, and it's going to then change your cube to look like this, the backwards L formation. If you have this backwards L formation and you complete the 6-step algorithm again, then your cube is going to change into this belt on top, okay? If you have this belt formation and you complete that 6-step algorithm again, you will get the yellow plus sign. So you're just going to keep doing the same 6-step algorithm again and again and again, as many times as it takes until you get this yellow plus sign. But you'll know exactly how many times you need to do it based on where your cube is. So both Angelina and I, we both right now have the backwards L. So we know that we're going to have to do this algorithm 1 time, 2 times. We're gonna have to do it 2 times in order to get our yellow plus sign. All right, so pick up your cube. We're going to take our cube and we're going to make sure that we have that L in a backwards position, in a backwards L position in the top left corner. So hold yours in the correct position. So she has yours in the top left corner for her. Mine is in my top left corner for me. Now, the 6-step algorithm is pretty easy. But what I want you to notice is on the other page, this was all the top orientation, looking at the top of your cube. This algorithm is talking about the front of your cube, not the top of your cube, the front of your cube. So if I have this L in the top left corner of my cube, this is the top, that means this blue face is the front for me. The blue is the front for me. What color is the front for you, Angelina? For her front is the red. So when she has the backwards L in the top left corner, her front is the red face. So she's always going to make sure that the red is pointing at her, because that's going to keep it in the correct orientation. And I'm always going to keep the blue pointing at me right now, because that would be the correct orientation for my cube. All right, so the first thing it says is turn the front face clockwise. So here's my cube, and I'm going to turn the front face clockwise.
What do we do with this?
Like a clock, same direction that a clock moves.
Here comes the boat.
Then, step 2 in this algorithm is to move the right side of the cube up.
Dun, dun, dun. The stork's coming out.
Then, you're going to move the top of the cube, or the head of the cube, to the left.
The boat's coming.
After that, move the right of the cube down.
Dun, 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 dun. Come.
Next, move the top of the cube to the right.
Oh, I'm another cube.
And then finally, move your front face counterclockwise. So backwards from the way a clock moves. And now you can see that I've changed that backwards L formation that was on the top of my cube to a straight line, which matches what I was showing you on this chart. So I had the backwards L formation, and now I have that straight line. Okay, it's straight across. So now I have a choice. I can continue on that same side I was working with the blue side, or I can even work with the green side now, because either one could be the front face when I'm working with the yellow stripe on top and that top orientation going across. If I did it this way, I can't choose the red side, because then it's not in the correct formation. I'm either going to choose the blue side right now or the green side. For Angelina, so she has a straight line going across here, so she could, again, continue to use the red face as her front side, or she could use the orange side as her front side. I recommend sticking with the same side, because you're less likely to get mixed up that way. All right, so we're going to do that same 6-step algorithm again. And for some of you, it might help to make up a little song. She likes to make up stories. I like to make up songs. Sometimes I like to make up both. So for my song, I'm going to say, I'll say clock up left, down, right, counter. Maybe that will be my song. Okay, let's sing it again. Ready? Clock up left, down, right, counter. That could be one song, but it doesn't have to be the song you make up. You could make up any little song in your head. I just made up that one right now. I'm going to try saying that while I move my cube. So I'm going to say clock up left, down, right, counter. And now I have a yellow plus sign. I completed step 5. So I still have white on the bottom, 2 rows of every color, and a yellow plus sign on top. Angelina, did you do yours? All right, so she's going to do hers right now.
And your song.
All right, go ahead. Show us your song.
Okay. The song is going to be about numbers.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyhow.
No, you can do it. Hold it with your hands. Okay, move it clockwise.
1, 2,
Mm-hmm. The head goes to the left.
3, and then this 4,
Mm-hmm. Now the head goes to the right.
5,
And then counterclockwise.
6.
And what formation do you have on top now?
The bow tie, bow tie.
Yeah, so she does have a bow tie formation, but part of the bow tie formation is having that plus sign. I see a vertical like your vertebrae line here and a horizontal like the horizon line there. So she still has her white face and 2 of every color.
It's going to be fun when it has all of the same colors.
Yeah,
I did that before.
that will be pretty cool. So you can see that we are done with step 5 because our cubes have completed making that yellow plus sign.
Yeah! Yay! Bye!
Bye. All right, make sure you practice how many times?
10.
And after 10 times, watch step 6. Step 6 is actually really easy, so come back to us
And
quickly.
step 2, the same thing.
Don't tell them the secret. Okay, we'll see you later. Bye, friends.
I have a story. Boat running away from shark because there's people in the boat. You don't know Roblox. It's in Roblox.